ISIS putting a hit on free speech. The terror group now calling for the slaughter of Pamela Geller for organizing a cartoon contest featuring the Prophet Muhammad. Folks like our very own Juan Williams thinks she provoked it. Here's his fire exchange with Pam Geller this week.
You have to engage and say, listen, this is not the way that we as Americans live. We do not believe in Sharia law. But then to go and offend someone's faith.
You are enforcing Sharia law. You are enforcing Sharia law. That's exactly what you're doing. By making
How are we doing that?
By making me the bad guy. It was not just a it was not just a contest. You're not even informed. You are not even informed.
You are hurting.
Excuse me, sir. I am hurting.
Our cause is what you are doing. You are hurting people who say Sharia law is wrong.
So who's right? Hi, everyone. I'm Eric Bowling. Welcome to Cashin. Our Cashin in crew this week: Wayne Rogers, Jonathan Honig, Michelle Fields. Also joining us, Jessica Tarlov, and the man who took on Geller, Juan Williams. Welcome, everybody. Juan. Most Americans want free speech defended even when it offends others. Why do you hate free speech so much?
I love the question. I love free speech, Eric. But what I see is that Pam Geller's behavior is causing people to lose their focus on free speech as an essential right of American life. Instead, they're focusing on her antics because she engaged in gratuitous, offensive behavior that led to the deaths of 2 people, the shooting of a security guard for no reason. This woman was not about, for example, writing a book like Solomon Rushdie. She wasn't about Charlie Hebdo engaging in satire. She did this as a provocative act intended to offend people.
Michelle, that's okay to be provocative in America, is it not?
Of course. Look, the idea that she provoked them and therefore that she's responsible is absolutely absurd. That's like saying the woman who walks down the street in a short skirt and gets raped, oh, it's her fault because she stimulated and provoked a man and now it's all her fault. That's exactly what you're saying, Juan. You may not agree with the woman wearing a short skirt. You may not agree with the cartoon convention or contest, but this is America. They can do that. They should not curtail their freedoms just because there's some crazy person who wants to kill them.
Hang on. A lot of people to get in here. Jessica, can Juan and Michelle both be right?
I think that they can, actually. I mean, I think that there's a space we can all agree, or maybe we wouldn't all agree. I think Pam Geller has said a lot of really offensive things in her time. She sits around saying that President Obama is a closet Muslim, things that are not constructive, don't move the dialogue forward. But she did have a right to organize this contest, and she's protected on the First Amendment. And the thing is, the question was asked whether Pam Geller or ISIS is a bigger threat. Obviously, ISIS is a bigger threat. What they do is illegal. What she did is not illegal. Do I necessarily think it was the greatest idea? No. But
Wayne, we want you to weigh in. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's a simple one. ISIS is killing people. Pamela Geller is not killing anybody. Pamela Geller is just voicing her opinion. And in this country, we have a Constitution that allows us to do that and supports that, and I'm all for that. It was surprising to me to hear O'Reilly say, for example, that free speech is a bogus issue. The other night, I don't understand that. I don't understand where he's coming from. Yeah. Free speech is not a bogus issue. It is an issue, but the issue here is ISIS is actually killing people. Pamela Geller's just talking.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, Eric, the biggest threat to this country isn't ISIS or Pamela Geller. It is the reaction of politicians and many in the media with their shameful reaction, really disgusting, a dangerous reaction by not standing up and giving a full-throated defense of free speech. I mean, free speech is free thought. Without it, there is nothing. So to get anything to compromise on this principle at all, it's like, oh, did I offend Muhammad? Oh, I'm so sorry, Muhammad. I mean, come on. This is what America's about, offending people.
Let me bring this back to Juan for a second. Here are a couple other issues, events that are considered free speech. When the Westboro Baptist Church boycotts or protests in front of a soldier's funeral, that's free speech, but it's protected, and yes, that's provocative. Or a couple of weeks ago, some students or some kids at a university were stomping on the American flag, and a military flag person was trying to pull the flag away. She got arrested. The free speechers stomping on the flag were fined. So, Juan, it's the same argument, yet you're pointing the finger at Geller, not at these people who are doing all these other ridiculously provocative things.
No, look, we have free speech, and it is a God blessing on America that we have it. But you know what? Even the Westboro Baptist Church was involved in a protest over an issue. The people on the flag, they have a protest over an issue. Pam Geller is engaged in a gratuitous act to call attention to her self-promoting self. That's all this is about. This is not about American policy.
I would disagree. Look, I don't agree with Pamela Geller, Juan. I don't agree with Pamela Geller on a lot of things, but she's not doing this because she just wants to promote herself. She actually believes in this. She wants to raise awareness about this.
It doesn't matter what her motives are, guys. It doesn't matter her motives. It really doesn't matter anything she does. Go ahead, Jess. What about it? Is it okay to protect free speech when it's some idiots on a college campus trampling the flag, yet not protect Pam Geller? Send the FBI after these idiot terrorists who are going after her.
It's un-American not to protect everyone, no matter what they're saying. I mean, this is specifically designed for hate speech, right? I mean, we're not protecting speech that everyone agrees with. We wouldn't need that for that. But yeah, everyone needs to be protected under the First Amendment.
That's why, and Eric, that's why what the president should do is hold up Bosch Foston's cartoon. Bosch happens to be a friend of mine. He drew the winning cartoon. Hold up the Charlie Hebdo cartoon. I mean, stand up for the principle of free speech. Meet with Pam Geller. Meet with these cartoonists instead of saying, well, we don't want to offend Islam. We don't want to offend Muhammad. That's what freedom of speech is about, offending people in the marketplace of ideas.
Wayne, is there a line where free speech or provocative speech becomes hate speech, as Jessica points out, or fighting words? I believe some people are calling things fighting words where you're actually picking a fight with the words.
Well, the Supreme Court has ruled that you can't yell fire in a crowded church. I understand that. There's a difference. But as I said earlier, the big difference here is Pam Geller's not killing anybody. Yeah. ISIS is killing people. They're murdering people all over the world. So I don't even know how you can have this conversation on the same level.
And let's not forget the Declaration of Independence, how this country was founded, right? They provoked people. It started a war. People died. I mean, this is a very American thing, to stand up for what you believe in and make it an issue.
We all believe in this.
1.3 million Americans have died in wars. I'm telling you, they're defending that First Amendment right for Pam Geller to be, whether you think she's an idiot or not for doing it, her right to do it.
Yeah, but Eric, we all agree. The whole panel. I just want to say
so why would you have such an argument with Pam Geller then? Why is your problem? She has a right to do that.
Because there's no need to distract us and make this the focus on Pam Geller. It's all about Pam Geller's bad behavior.
No,
and not
the focus should be the focus should be
liberal media that's doing that.
The focus should be what happened in the aftermath of Pam Geller, and it's debate of people pointing the finger at Pam Geller. It's nothing about Pam Geller.
Everybody wants free speech in America.
Go ahead, John.
Well, it's so ironic. I mean, Juan talks about Pam Geller self-promoting herself. Juan's on TV 6 days a week, twice a day, promoting 8 books. Pam Geller, Juan, maybe he's out there. She's out there promoting. Pam Geller is out there promoting your right to write the books that, I don't know if people have written or read or not, Juan, but Pam Geller's out there promoting the right types of ideas, the right to freedom of speech, not to provoke
people.
Jonathan,
I think she's out there promoting herself, and that's my objection, because she's offending a gratuitous manner a huge religion,
free speech,
the Muslim faith.
That's
and
free speech. So just
and
if
you know
say
what?
you're for free speech, but you shouldn't offend people, then you're not for free speech.
Why do it gratuitously if it's in some cause?
Doesn't matter.
Said he didn't understand why
you may not agree with the motivation.
Because they showed up with guns and gun people down.
Right. Well, we could do this for an hour. Honestly, we really could, but we can't. We have to move on. Wake Up America has become the conservative hashtag in America. Check this out. I was paging through the comments and came across this picture. It's the Memphis Fire Department making their powerful statement on race in America. They don't care what color your skin is when they're saving your life. And to emphasize their point, they added our hashtag Wake Up America. I love the fact that we started something that is taking on a life of its own, all thanks to every one of you. Coming up, as Hillary hits the campaign trail, Bill O'Reilly says it's time for the FBI to be following the Clinton Foundation's money trail. Is he right? We're on the case next.